Dave wanted to do something a little crazy and have a little fun. So we're gonna do a German axe head with an American hickory handle. Welcome back, axe people, axe fans, axe hafters, axe throwers. It's Wes, Dave. We are Midgard Axe. How's everybody doing? So, getting into today's video, I was already outside hafting the historically accurate Ragnar Lothbrok Viking axe, and I decided, hey, I'm already outside. I have another axe I need to haft. My tools are out here, so might as well just go ahead and haft it. It's a German head, okay? It's not the same head that I had before that was all wonky. No, this is a different one that's been in my shed for a while, and I remembered that I had it in there, and I was like, hey, let's go ahead and haft it. I've got a 24-inch curved Hoffman blacksmithing handle. I like their handles. They're really nice handles. I am a little concerned though. Told you guys before that when you go cutting all this excess off the knob, when you go to rehaft this handle, or if you need to seat a head that maybe has come loose, you run the risk of fracturing or cracking this handle down here. So I'm crossing my fingers hoping that I'll be able to get this head on this handle without cracking this knob down here. So the only way we're gonna figure it out is if we do it right. So let's get into hafting this thing and see what we can do. It should go pretty easily, but I think it's gonna look really good when it's done. So let's try it and find out. So as you can tell, this handle was already on a head. I took the head off to do something else with it on another handle, and I had this handle left over, which is a nice handle. That's why the knob's already contoured down here. So we're gonna try to haft this on here. It is a little wide in here, so I need to take some of the back end off because I want it to swoop backwards. I don't want this going any more in. So we're gonna swoop the back a little bit, give it a little bit of the shoulder kicked out a little bit here in the back. So let's go ahead and do that. All right guys, so I started working with this thing. This thing is not liking this handle very much at all, but slowly but surely I've got it to about right here. We're going down. I'm trying to give it a gradual thing, and then I'm gonna have to take some more. You see there's curling back here. You guys can see that curling back there. I gotta knock that down and get this thing down to the shoulder. I wanna try to get it at least maybe another 1/4 of an inch down to where it's hitting about right in this area here. And I have enough going gradually coming up right here where it should seat nicely. Got plenty on the sides. It's barely touching here and here, but it's hitting, so we're good. As soon as I splay that thing out, we'll be good. I'm just gonna drop it down another like 1/4 of an inch, and we should be good on that. We're down. Probably kick this down a little bit more, guys, but that's where I want to get to. So, cool. Get that handle back away from that head so that way it can sink a little deeper. Looks good to me. Round them off a little bit here. Give it just a little bit of a rounding. There we go. All right, guys, like I said before, I like using epoxy. Put some on the handle. You don't, like I said, you don't have to use this stuff. I like using it for throwing axes, for when you hit the eye or hit the knob of the handle on your target. It'll keep that head from moving around a little bit extra. So I like using it. I put some on the head or on the handle like this, and then I'll put some on the inside of the axe side. Just a thin layer. You don't need a ton. You don't need to glob it in there. Just a nice thin layer there and there. It'll contact together and make for a nice extra seating for missed throws and just a little bit extra fitment. Guys, what I like to do is that before I start smashing on my wedge, sometimes I like to try to get it going first because it can rotate left and right. Like if you hit it here, see how it rotates this way? You got to kind of hit it back. And when you do that, it starts walking the wedge either this way or this way. And then you got to kind of like tap it back to get it. So what I'll do is I'll put it in where I want it at. And then I'll slowly start rocking it in there like this, just gently tapping it. But I do it until it, it gets there to that point, and then I'll go ahead and start slamming this thing home. So what you can do, that's why I like leaving this sometimes a little high. What you can do is you can go in here and cut out the handle, okay? Okay, and what it'll do is it'll expose your wedge, and I'll do the other side. Okay, so it exposed my wedge. So now what I can do is I can go back in and I can tap my wedge a little bit deeper if I needed to. Now I don't have to do this one because it looks like it's all the way down and it's splayed pretty nicely, but if you needed to, you could do that. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this excess off. All right guys, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna reuse the old steel barrel wedge that came. This is the a German steel barrel wedge. Let me show you that splay. I don't think that's going anywhere, guys. Look at that. All right guys, so when I went to go seat that handle back on, it cracked. So it's okay. I'm just gonna chop it down to 17 inches. I like that length. So we're gonna just measure up to 17, which is right here. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that handle down there. Kind of got a curve in where it's just a hair. That actually feels really good. You guys, you guys want to take a look at it? Look at that splay, guys. Woo! That thing is splayed good. It ain't going anywhere. And here it is. Cool little axe I hafted. Got to do some detail work. Come back for part 2. This was just a quick hafting, just to show you a couple things here and there. I'm really going to get into how I'm going to design this axe with different colors and what I'm gonna do with the head, which is gonna be kind of cool. So come back and watch that one. But man, guys, this thing right here, whoo, it feels really good in the hand. And now you got just that slight hook right here where your hand just places in there perfectly. Oh, I can't wait to throw this one. This one's gonna be good. And guys, yet again, look at that freaking splay. Good gracious, that thing is mushroomed out on top. Man, what a freaking splay on that thing. This thing is not going anywhere, but that don't mean anything. I gotta throw it first. And I'll prove you guys how well I can tell this thing's gonna last for a very long time, but I'm gonna throw it anyway for you. I bet this head don't come loose. The handle may crack, but the head will not come loose. And I'll throw it in some videos in the next one after I do the design work. So give you one more look at it really quick. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Not bad, guys, not bad at all. This thing feels incredible. So come back for part 2 when I do the design work, and I'll throw some throwing videos in that one as well. So, and as long as this thing works out, it's going to be in future throwing videos too. So this is going to be a great axe. I can already tell, guys, this is going to be an awesome thrower. I mean, it's just the balance on this thing is just incredible. It feels great in the hand. Like, man, it's weighted really nice. It's a little head heavy, but it's not bad. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me and Dave. Come back for part 2. And until next time, guys, see ya.